332. And right now we need to introduce our guest in the studio. Okay, let's pick up this one before we introduce our guest. Hello there, good morning. Hello? Susan, you've stepped on the cable.
I knew that was coming.
Hello there, good morning. Wow.
Actually, it's
0978325332. That's the number that you are getting us on this morning on United Voice Radio. Let us know what you think about infrastructure development in our country. It could be the hospitals, the roads, whatever infrastructure.
The schools.
What is your general feeling about it? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, thank you. Who's on the line?
Thank you.
Mrs. Ngoma calling you all the way from Kamala South.
From Kamala South.
Yes, Mrs. Ngoma. We're talking about infrastructure in our country. We've got beautiful roads. We've got hospitals. We've got schools. Okay. Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Okay.
Okay, we have to let you go.
We have to let you go.
Now,
Thank you so much.
but
Mrs.
thank you
Ngoma,
so
for
much for your.
Okay. Thank you so
Are you
much.
PF? Are you PF?
Please don't answer her. You are free to be PF, Mama Montini. Not to come ask for but don't even answer her from the child. Thank you so much.
No,
for
I
coming
needed
in.
to find out.
Okay.
But anyways, in the studio, we are joined by a PF member. His name is Mr. Chendela Mkondo, and he happens to be from the Information Media and Publicity Desk. Mr. Mkondo, it's always great to host you on United Voice Radio. How have you been?
Thank you very much. It's so humbling to be here once again.
No, okay.
Yes.
Yes, so we are discussing infrastructure development. Now, the PF government seems to have come on board from the time you took over power sometime in 2011.
Yes.
You came on board with the view to improve infrastructure, and that also has been evidenced in the 7th National Development Plan, where
Exactly.
huge amounts of money have been allocated toward towards infrastructure development. As the PF government, why do you value infrastructure development so far?
Let me just say that now we have clocked exactly 9 years,
Wow.
especially that
Wow.
it's August, mind you.
Yes.
So we're only remaining with a year
Okay.
to say that our mandate has expired. So basically, infrastructure development, it's the backbone of every economy. If you talk about China, the first thing which will come into your mind is the infrastructure development that has happened there in China.
Yes.
If you talk about Dubai, you admire Dubai. Why do you want to go to Dubai? Is it to go and see air? Is it to see the people, the Arabs, or what? No, we're talking about infrastructure. You want to go and then to see yourself on top of some of those infrastructure there. So basically, when you talk about infrastructure development, it's cardinal, and that's what we call a country itself. So South Africa, we call it a London of Africa, or we call it the UK of Africa. Why? Because of infrastructure development. If you go to Botswana here, between 2000 and 2005, they went into flat out infrastructure development.
Yes.
Some of the structures, they were calling them white elephants. But today, you find that it has attracted a lot of people. People have gone into Botswana and there's tourism there, which is happening. So it is with the Zambian setup. This is the reason why we went into the energy sector, so that we may answer the challenge of the economy itself. You have seen, without energy, these gadgets that we are holding here, it won't be possible. Without energy, this is it the radio station? It will be rendered, you won't have it.
Yes.
So it's important that we invest in infrastructure. And this is the reason why communication we have put across the nation must 1009. Must across
1009.
Yes, in
Okay.
total. So if you go to Ndundumwezi, where the president scored the 252 votes,
Votes, yes. The last time they were
the phone won't be doing that strange voice, the noise, which was a ding, 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 ding. Why? Because they are mass. You'll be able to communicate. You will be on a smartphone. So
I'm
basically,
talking about where the president just got just about a 200
At 200
watts.
watts.
You
Yes.
have been criticized by your critics to say most of the infrastructure development is only dotted in places which you consider to be your strongholds.
I'm talking about energy. If you look at the Kafueloa, 750 megawatt, that plant alone can put together Burundi and Rwanda. It can light up those two countries. 750 megawatts. Where is it? It's in southern
It's in
province.
Southern Province.
Yes, it's not in Lusaka. It's in southern province. And that some of these projects, they are costing us 3.8 billion. If you go to Western Province, we never scored any too much votes there.
Oh, yes.
We don't even have an MP in Western Province, by the way. Are you aware?
Mhm.
But we pumped in more than 750 million just on a road to improve the Mongo Karabo road. So, are those our strongholds? Are those our strongholds? No, they're not our strongholds. If you go to Western Province, which is coming now, the Copper Belt of Zambia, we have injected a lot of money in terms
But you
of
have
just
not
the.
constructed the university there.
There.
It's not important. Listen, we have. Mrs. Ngoma was just talking about the infrastructure.
Yes.
We are not gods. We are not performing miracles. Some of
Uh-huh.
these monies we are really borrowing hard, and we are making tough decisions to make that to make sure that this country moves forward. So
Okay.
basically, when you talk about these universities, you are talking about colossal sums of money. So far,
Yes.
Western Province, they want a university, but we have given them 750 megawatts, plus the other infrastructure development which has happened in other districts like Chankombo. In Chankombo today, I was talking about the same maths. You'll be able to communicate with the smartphone. So basically, we are sharing this according to what you talked about, the seventh national development, equally.
Equally.
Yes, so we are in chapter 4 now, where we're talking about providing equitable opportunity for all Zambians, youths, old and young. So basically, that's what we are doing.
Now, these ambitious infrastructure development
Mhm.
projects that you had embarked on or
Yes.
have embarked on as
Yes.
the PF, they've come with a huge price for the country. For
Yes.
example, we are talking about the budget deficit. We are
Mhm.
talking about huge public debt, the
Yes.
depreciation of the kwacha, and to make matters worse, now we have the issue of the COVID-19
Mhm.
pandemic,
Yes.
which has affected the economy as well.
Mhm.
So, what is your general feeling about that as the PF, especially that your critics say you have overborrowed in order to cater for the infrastructure development, forsaking other sectors?
I will give you just one example of a litmus paper. The engine of this economy
Yes.
is a civil service.
Okay.
So when we inherited it in 2011, we were about 700,000 workers. Is it the civil servants? Today we are posting about 1.2 million.
Workers.
We are talking about all the ministries now. That is sharing the resources equitably, whether in community development, agriculture, energy, which I talked about, transport, and whatever. That's how we share this economy, the cake itself. You will find that not even a single day have you heard that a civil servant has gone home without a salary. So when people are talking about that we are failing, we have a lot of debt, we have this, we have never failed to pay a salary of a civil servant, not even a single day.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow, I love that. I love what is so curious that like this we have done. But then what are we doing about these infrastructures? And we have very lovely hospitals.
Yes,
We
yes,
have
yes.
good roads in the schools. Do we have workers in the schools which we are building?
So far-
Do we have medicine in our hospitals?
The
I'm
same-
loving my country for that. I'm not going out again. I've come back and I'm staying.
Yes. You have to stay and you have to invest in this. You know, COVID is telling people to invest in their own economies. There are a lot of Nigerians who had a lot of money, but they are dying dying in Nigeria because
Okay.
of COVID. They can't be exported or fly out.
Mhm.
So basically, what we are doing as the PF,
Yes.
this is what we told people in 2011. We said that we won't be seeing any minister being thrown out of Zambia
Yeah.
to go outside.
Yes.
It used to cost us a lot of money.
Mhm.
There was a queue of people going outside, but today it's not that. The setup or the arrangement has totally changed. The picture has 100% changed. Everybody can go to Rev Manawasa there. You can access the medical facilities. Now coming to employment.
Yes.
Are you aware that we have employed more than 22,000 doctors and nurses? These are youths
Okay.
between 18 to 35. So
Okay.
basically, when somebody is talking about these infrastructure, they are white elephant. No, we are still finishing them. That's why today the president is commissioning the road there.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, next year, you'll be hearing no KKI airport has been commissioned. Already on the peripheral, we are already employing our brothers and sisters. You saw how they have been trained, and they are showing that is it Zambian Airways by December it will be on.
Yes.
But we are doing the fundamentals, the training of our youths.
Okay.
So basically, when you talk about energy, another important thing which I should also remind our people out there is that we have more than 150
Okay.
students who have been sent, youths sent to Russia to become scientists. Now, look at where we are talking. 150 scientists being trained in energy. That is in Jongwe, where we are going to have another base energy. Because when you talk about energies, we have two energies which we clarify as base energy. That is the hydro and nuclear.
Okay.
Because these ones, once you light them up, you don't need another one. For these other one, the solar panels, they are dependent on other things like the hydro and the nuclear. So
Okay.
basically, that's where we are heading. And then very soon we will be talking about, I think Dr. Msiska is working on the probability of the component of coming up with the laws. So that at the end of the day, we enact it, and that is employment for our people.
Wow.
Now, today is Farmers' Day, Mr. Chendela
Yes.
Mukondo. Yeah.
Mhm.
A day in which we appreciate our farmers. Do you think you have done enough as the PF
To-
government to,
to-
contribute to the agriculture sector? Because
agriculture
farmers
We
are
have done
always
a lot.
complaining.
This time today, they are not complaining. We have paid all of them. You go to each district. I want the callers to phone me today who has not received our
incentive
subsidies,
for-
the
yeah,
incentive,
incentives for
the
farming.
FISIP, yes.
Yeah, because a lot
So-
of farmers actually complain
Yes,
that they have not,
but not this year.
received on time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Farming
There's
inputs.
delay.
Yeah,
in,
there's
uh,
delay.
in-
But
in
not this
delivery.
not this year.
Okay.
Last year we are dealing with education. By 2019, we had no leakages.
Okay.
Yes, but
Wow.
this year our agriculture sector, even if COVID has blocked them from celebrating, but what they know that they have more money in their pockets.
Okay.
Okay, our dear listener, you can call us on 0978325332. We are talking to Mr. Chendela Mukondo, who is from the PF Media Information and the Publicity Desk, and we are discussing infrastructure. Is it enough to get the PF through 2021? This morning on 92.9 FM. Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you. Amen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, those are not our views. The views
Okay.
from our caller. Okay,
No.
so there we have it. There are people
Okay.
that are
We seem
saying
to have another
we
person
have
on the
we are
line.
doing good
Okay.
as brief. Good morning. We are through to United Voice Radio.
Morning.
Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Mpundu, thank you for calling us.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so
Okay,
much
thank
for
you
coming
so
through.
much for coming through. Okay.
Can I answer?
Okay,
Okay.
please, yeah, please go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Yes, let me answer Mr. Mpundu Mwanamwira.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that he's looking at it from that point of view. I'm just talking about Ndundumwezi.
Yes.
Despite having these difficulties, we have made it possible for the people of Ndundumwezi to be connected to the national grid. They have electricity, just like him in Lusaka is enjoying. We have put a drought-resistant road so that you can go to Ndundumwezi there, access Ndundumwezi in time. As you know, an economist, we talk about three things in economics. That is economy itself, talking about savings, and then also efficiency, fastness, how fast you are able to achieve your points from point A to point B. And then the other one, it's effectiveness. It's very important that whatever infrastructure we have put, they are very effective and it's useful. As the Patriotic Front, we are answering all these challenges equitably, and I think we have never failed. And what is very cardinal is that is downplaying security. Just because he has been enjoying this peace, you think what we are investing in our security wing is nothing. It's only a person who has been in a security wing who appreciate the importance of having a viable, or is it a stable economy with a standby good army. Otherwise, without the police, without the army, without these essential workers, whatever is talking about economy, it will be all useless. Look at Congo. They don't have what we have, a stable army. That was the major challenge. But it is the most blessed nation on earth. But just because of security, they wouldn't enjoy what they have in the Congo. So we don't want to go the Congo case, which he himself, he would want the billionaires, a lot of billionaires in Congo. There are a lot of people of big mansions in the Congo, but those they are in the individual hands. They are not in the commonwealth, and that is the government itself. So as the Patriotic Front, we are following a very good document, and that is the 7th National Development Plan. And in our 7th National Plan, we are saying we are not leaving anywhere behind. You go to Vubwi today they have this infrastructure. They are a good district today because there is a council which is working. There are roads, they are connected, there are masts, and they can talk, and they can even today.
Yes.
You go to Vubwi, you will be able to transact. There are these transactional economic benefits that we have made available to our people. You go to Siavonga,
yes,
you find the banks, they are closed, but you'll be able to withdraw money. That is the value. That's what we are doing as the PF, and we have taken these very cardinal, and these they are interfacing with our people well, very well. But if you are not a hard worker, you are in the old world, it's very difficult to cope up with our system, because as PF...
Is it that somebody is not a hard worker, or they are not aligned to the PF? Because
that's where the problem is. Immediately somebody wins the mandate, you need to realign yourself with the ruling party.
Okay.
Not only the ruling party, you have to realign with the government itself, because when you are tendering, listen, no. It's only that there's a big misconception. I can still defend that one.
Yes.
Remember, we won 50 plus 1. So we are the majority. So when you find that a lot of people are winning tenders, they are PF or whatever, it's because we are the majority. So basically, with us, we are not looking at an individual that you are UPND, you are what. No, in fact, you find that the UPND people, they are business-minded people. They are the ones who are even in the background doing a lot of these projects. So basically, with us as the Patriotic Front, a very good example is what you asked me. These people they have been saying in our provinces, in where we are coming from, yes. I've given you a good classic example of the empowerment which is happening in Southern Province. Mm-hmm. You find the 750 megawatts is being built in Southern Province.
Yes.
A drought-prone area. But if we would have wanted, no, let's take it to Northern Province, Northern Province or Wapula or Mchinga, but you find that we have scattered the development across the nation. So
Now,
basically,
Mr. Mkondo,
I wanted to tell Ampundu that we have embarked on these massive projects and we wouldn't want to stop halfway because of this COVID. Because there is road shading, there's no what. We have to complete these projects so that at the end of the day, only a fool stops halfway. So
Okay.
with us, we are not going for this small criticism from the UPND or the other opposition who are telling us, can you please stop what you are doing and then you stop investing in this infrastructure? What will happen tomorrow? They'll come at all the development they have stored. Look at the KK airport, it has stored. Look at the Ndola airport, it has stored. Look at the Nkumbula, it has stored. Look at this flyover bridge which they are doing, they have stored. No.
Okay, now, Mr. Mkondo, probably your critics are also concerned at the high levels of poverty. You seem to be doing fine in the area of infrastructure, but then the poverty levels are still high. For example, inflation is still over 15% in the month of July, which is of great concern because it means that prices of consumer items are still high and ordinary Zambians might not be able to afford that.
When I use comparative politics again, you say, no, you want to compare na
China.
Now,
Yes,
I don't want to talk about China. Just
they were saying, look,
Zimbabwe. Look, when I say Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe nchonongeka kudala, Congo nchonongeka, but I'll take both. No, I want to use the world is now controlled by four things. In 1991, we went into open market. Okay. You cannot control the price of millimere. I cannot go to start meeting say you can't say what 115 kwacha, say what 80 kwacha because my cadres they are saying wafuna 80 the cheaper. No, we went in the open market. That is number one. These are what we call the four horsemen of our times. Okay. The other one, it's the internet and the social media. Everything, this speculation, because it's an open economy, they have too much say. The way they post their post there, it will affect the speculation. And the economy moves through speculation and open economy. And the third one is digitalization. I talked about we have invested heavily in 109 masts, so that we make sure that our youth, anyone who's in Sinazongwe, Sinazeze, can be able to transact. And then these are jobs which were, I'm coming from the banking sector. I worked for Barclays Bank between 2000 and 2004 under foreign department. So when they're talking about this money thing, the exchange, whatever, the same exchange, you come from South Africa to Cairo. Yes. You find that all the African currencies have been moving on the same trend. Okay. Yes. So basically, the other forceman, digitalization, that's what I was talking about. The other one is globalization. Okay. We are all interconnected. Today we are all suffering from COVID. Why? Yeah, because we are connected. It's a global challenge. Yeah. Yes. So basically, when you are talking about the economy and other these things, I laugh at them. If you look at the world now, why is it that the United States of America is always have an upper hand? The rate is always over an upper hand. It's because of these gadgets. Every day we are on Facebook. Who controls Facebook? Who controls Facebook? Google. This is in what you call the valley, some Silicon Valley. They are posting money, a lot of dollars. It means when you are online. But online. Yes, we have moved from the world of commodities now to the world of applications. So it's very important that we understand these all things. We here on a Sunday here. I'm on Facebook. You are on WhatsApp. You are what? These are applications. They are posting the dollars. The sense they're recording the USA. Can you fight such an economy? No, you can't. Yeah, you can't. That's why even when in COVID times, even if we are not exporting anything, that's why we have talked about in the 7th National Development, diversify. Let us diversify. Yes. Let us diversify. We run away from the mono economy. We run away from the mono crop, which is maize, so that we can diversify. So it's important. Look at the American, they have diversified. They have an agriculture system which is very powerful. America, their backbone is agriculture. But today, their backbone is technology, digitalization. They have digitalized their all processes. So that's what we have also embarked on as the PF. And that, in the long term, we are going to have the effect and the benefits.
Yeah. 0978325332. We're discussing infrastructure development. Is it enough to get the PF through 2021? Okay, we have somebody on the line. Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bwino munishani mwemfumu. Natote.
Okay, Vavita. Okay.
Mkwai.
Mkwai.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Eh. Ana vachita commission bridge aini fanti vachita kuparticipate
But
mukukula bridge.
because they were contractor.
Mm. Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you so much for coming through. So I think you've read the questions.
Yes,
that
I've.
you
Let me ask you.
asked. How can we?
Victor Shangandu.
Mkwai.
Mm.
Atibisabona atipanga fe bino batatu nama hospitals ina atipanga nomba abantu balefu omulanda wakabati imiti tamuli mufupatala nomba ask the government what are we doing.
You know, we are a poor party. And before I come to answer about that one, I wanted to relate this one, the political ignorance, which I think Vampundu was busy talking about. On that one, I agree with him. And it is unfortunate people like him who has portrayed such political ignorance, especially when you talk about the Indian. You want the Indian president to come.
To be around because he claims they are pumping in the money in the project. So why should we give?
You know, that is
President
unfortunate. It's
Lungo.
very unfortunate because it is part of our citizens.
Okay.
Because the arrangement is very simple. We have a lot of arrangement and legislature
Yes.
which support such arrangement. Among them, it's the 1998 PP, that is the public-private partnership project.
Yes.
And what is involved is that the government will put maybe 20%, and then the investor will bring in, you also put in maybe 80%.
80%.
And then the arrangement is that over a long period of time, maybe of between 15.5 years, the government will be paying towards that arrangement.
Okay.
So basically, because of propaganda from our opponent, they have convinced him to think that which is built in his land that his forefathers fought for, it is still an Indian commodity. And then the equipment which has been, no. That project is under the local government.
Yes.
Yes, and that we call it decongestion of Lusaka.
Osaka.
And it was among our campaign messages in 2011 when we are saying that we are going to decongest Lusaka. And for us, because we have borrowed a lot of money in the energy sector, in others, we call about public, is it private participation? Partnership. And that's what the 7th National Development Plan is talking about, not leaving anyone behind. And I was talking about being an open market. Other people, that is not an Indian company. It's not the Indian government which has come in, but there was a company, an Indian company. It could be 100% the way it happens with this road infrastructure. Yes. When it's a Chinese, they will even target China. But you find that the Chinese, they have these parastatals, very powerful parastatals, who come to help us to build these roads. So it is even with the Indians. It's
Okay.
the same. A lot of these roads that you are seeing, they are on leasehold. I cannot say it's the leasehold in the sense that they will be being paid, but I can just call the same simple terminology that they are on loans.
Okay.
Yes, so basically, this is our asset. Whatever which you are seeing that the Indian company is doing, it is yes, the money is coming from a bank from India.
Yes.
So they have invested here in Zambia, and they expect it to reap at the end of the day.
So
You know the problem with Zambians, I don't know whether it is the scriptures which has misled us. We take ourselves to be Israel, and we expect people to pour in the money for free into Zambia. We have such dreams, but the thing is, whoever comes in will get the money out with an interest.
Okay.
So basically, that is not money for nothing. But that infrastructure, what I was expecting him to ask me is to ask how is it going to benefit him as a person who's coming from, is it Shawangando?
Yes.
And
How is it
exactly,
going to...
Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Chendela Mkondo, you know, one of the things that the 7th National Development Plan talks
Yes.
about is empowering local people
Yes.
as this infrastructure development is taking
Yes.
place. But do you think that we have empowered our local
local
people?
people.
Because
Yeah.
we're still having levels
Today-
of unemployment.
You know, let me tell you, today, if you just go, that one is complete now, the one at Makeni. Just
Yes.
go at this one
The
at
one at
Arcades,
Arcades.
and then the other one at
At
Munali.
Yes.
You find that they are locals. They are coming from Munali. They are coming from...
Are they well paid?
That's not my take, but what I know is that we have the minimum wage.